Hey, it's John. So today I'm going to go through a quick little call, and the reason I'm calling and making this video as I call is because I've got a lead list and I've got somebody making calls for me, which is always nice because it's good to delegate those things that you may not necessarily need to be spending your time on. So I've got somebody making these calls, and one of the sellers answered the caller and said, "Hey, you know what? This property appraised for $425,000. And we were going to sell it for 350, but we would take 300,000 if it was cash." So my caller, obviously texted me back and said, "Hey, I think I got a good lead. I looked up the property address, and by the way, this caller is just getting started, so I train and vet people, so they obviously have, first thing is start making the calls, right? I don't personally believe in teaching everybody everything up front, so I got somebody making the calls. Now we'll take this opportunity to start actually going through and start saying, hey, this is why we want to have Zillow pulled up in front of us. We want to kind of know a little bit about the property as we're making the calls. So this will be kind of used for training too for them. But you can see the price here is 327 is the address, the price. I've actually pulled it up on PropStream as well. PropStream has the same property, estimated about 335 tops. You can see in the area, we're looking at about 40 days on market, and the average sale price is about 250 for this type of property. So, just kind of looking at this, we're just gonna make a call, see what the sellers are thinking. Maybe there's something we don't know, but it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. I don't see how we could have missed too much, but let's go ahead and give them a call, find out, see what they have to say.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, is this Colleen?
Yes.
Hi, Colleen. This is John. I believe you talked to Mary, who was making some calls for me earlier today about the property in Wilder.
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm okay.
Good. Mary told me that I was instructed to give you a call. I guess you're the person. I see George is owner on title, but you're the one to talk to about the property.
No, I'm just the one that has a phone to give him the phone.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is he available
Yeah.
right now?
He is not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know whether you can get back with us tomorrow.
Possibly. She told me to give a call today because she said that it sounded like they had connected. I don't try to bother people on the weekends too much, but would you think, like, would Monday work, or are you going to be around then, or?
I have a few errands to run, but we'll be around the phone and stuff like that, so I think it'd be fine.
Okay. Well, I'll try to shoot a call back here on Monday sometime, all right?
All right, yeah.
All right.
Did she tell you about what we were looking for an offer?
She did mention some numbers, and that's actually one of the reasons I was calling, because she said you guys had talked about you had an appraisal for that said it was worth 425, and I have a system that kind of pulls up data from different sources. I can't find anywhere where it says the property value is worth more than 325 right now. So I'm kind of curious where maybe I missed something about the property or the structure. Does it have like a shop or an extra house or an ADU or something?
There's a shop in the back.
Okay.
For one. And then since he bought the property, it has a 2-lot section.
Okay. Now,
So
is this the one though that I think she told me she talked to somebody that said that the lot cannot be divided?
yes, that's what we said.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So curious, how does that 2 lots add value to this property? Like, because that's about $100,000 more than I'm saying it's worth right now. So I'm just kind of curious. And I'm not saying it's not worth that. I'm just trying to understand that.
Mhm. Well, he made lots of improvements from when he first bought it from the builder. And he can tell you all the details on that. But if you want to call us back on Monday, that would probably be greater.
Okay. Well, I definitely don't want to waste you guys' time, and I obviously I'm serious about buying, but I just was, this one here kind of caught me off guard because for a cash offer, if we're going to spend our cash, we're typically looking to get something somewhat of a, an investment type of a purchase price. And I don't want to suppose that he's in a spot where he needs to sell. It sounds like he's just kind of thinking about what he could get. Is that what he's looking for?
Actually, we're gonna make an offer on a house up in St. Mary's.
Oh, cool.
So yeah.
Okay. So you need to sell this one to be able to make that offer. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, if I came in and said, "Hey, I can get you guys cash and get you, help you get moved out," and I can do that, by the way, in as little as 14 days. I don't try not to do that too often, but if I absolutely have to, I can. But my question is, if I can give you guys cash in 14 days and facilitate the move, I mean, what's the lowest you guys will go on this? Because I'm seeing values of around 325 to 330, and I don't typically pay full retail price because I'm an investor, right? So I got to turn around and make a little bit of money on this when I'm done, whether I rent it out or hold it for a while. So what do you guys need for actual cash, cash offer?
300.
Okay. Well, I would say your best bet is going to be get it listed with an agent. Of course, you'll have to pay commissions and things like that, closing costs. But yeah, 300,000 is probably close to retail, so that's probably not going to work for me. So I just want to make sure I just checked off that box on my list.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
I'll let them know.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Okay, so clearly this is not a motivated seller. Now, someone else who's watching this might think that maybe I should ask more questions, but I try to get right to the point. The tone, everything about the situation is like, oh, we got another house we want to make an offer on. Well, they already have a number in mind. This $300,000 is not a good price for this property. And, they say, oh, it has 2 lots, but they already they told Mary that the lots can't be divided. So 2 lots, all that means is one big lot to me, which is, nice, but it doesn't add $100,000 worth of value. So they're asking for $300,000. Zillow says it's worth $325,000. PropStream has it worth $335,000. That's obviously nowhere close to. Now, it does look like the property's in decent condition. Not a lot of repairs need to be made, but still, by the time you actually spend that kind of cash and then pay for the financing fees, pay for closing costs, you're basically buying at what it's worth. It's not a deal. So we try to just get right in there, find out what the motivation is, find out what's really going on, find out what the bottom dollar is, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. No harm, no foul, no hard feelings, and move on to the next one. Hope you enjoyed that. If you like this, then go ahead and click on the button down below. Subscribe, follow us for more. I'll be putting more content as we make live calls. And if you thought that I should have done something different, I'd love to hear about it. I'm always learning, and every man is my teacher, and woman. If you guys can tell me something I should have done, could have done differently, I'd love to hear it. Take care.